Chosen one, listen with your whole heart, because what I am about to reveal has the power to transform the way you see yourself forever. Do not let this moment pass by, because the truth you are about to discover has been waiting for the right time to be revealed. Your real identity has never been hidden by chance. From the very beginning, it has been protected until the season arrived for you to understand who you truly are. You have walked through seasons of uncertainty, disappointment, and unanswered questions, often wondering why your journey felt so different from everyone else's. But the answer has always been the same. You were never created to be ordinary, not for a single moment. What you are about to recognize will change everything, because you will realize that the picture you held of yourself has always been incomplete. Remain with me. Keep your heart open to what I am saying, because this revelation carries the power to redirect your future and unlock blessings that have been waiting for this very moment. If these words speak to your spirit, type Amen in the comments. Your identity has never been defined by the opinions of people who failed to understand you. It is not determined by the labels others placed upon you during your weakest moments. It is not shaped by the fear you carried through difficult seasons or by the disappointments that tried to convince you that you were less than who I created you to be. Your true identity is rooted in my purpose. It was established long before anyone spoke over your life. I formed you with intention, crafted you with care, and placed within you gifts that no one else can duplicate. There is something unique about your calling that belongs to you alone, and nothing in this world can replace what I have placed inside you. The time has come for your eyes to be opened. For so long, you have sensed that something within you did not fully match the life you were living. There has always been a quiet awareness that you were made for something greater, even when you could not explain it. That feeling was never confusion. It was the truth calling you toward the life I had prepared. Deep within your heart, you recognized that your journey carried a greater purpose than what could be seen on the surface. And that awareness was real. The surprise awaiting you is not the discovery of something new. It is the realization of what has been living inside you from the very beginning. If your spirit is awakening as you hear these words, do not dismiss it. It is the beginning of seeing yourself through my eyes instead of through the limitations of the past. That stirring is not random. It is the beginning of clarity breaking through layers of doubt. You are not here by chance, and you are not hearing this by coincidence. There is a timing to everything. And this is your moment to wake up to who you truly are. I have been guiding you even when you thought you were lost, protecting you even when you felt exposed. Before you go any further, pause for a second and show your faith by liking this video, because this small act opens your heart to receive what is being given to you right now in a deeper way. The truth is that your identity carries power, and that power has been hidden because you were not ready to carry it fully. There were lessons you needed to learn, strength you needed to build, and wounds you needed to heal. Every struggle you faced was shaping you, preparing you, refining you. Nothing was wasted. Not even the pain you wished had never happened. You are not defined by what broke you. You are defined by what you survived. You are not the person who gave up. You are the one who kept going, even when everything inside you felt tired. That is the real you. That is the identity that has been forming quietly, growing stronger with every challenge you overcame. There are moments you remember where something inside you rose up unexpectedly, where you acted with courage or wisdom that surprised even you. Those moments were glimpses of your true identity breaking through. They were not accidents. They were signs. You were being shown who you are, piece by piece. Even if you did not fully understand it at the time. Type 777 if you trust God. The reason this will shock you is because you have underestimated yourself for so long. You have seen your flaws more clearly than your strength. You have focused on your limitations instead of your potential. But now the truth is coming forward, and it will not allow you to stay small anymore. You are stepping into a new awareness, one that changes how you see everything. Your identity is tied to purpose, and your purpose is not ordinary. You were not meant to blend in or live unnoticed. There is something you carry that impacts others. Something that shifts energy when you walk into a room. Even when you felt invisible, you were influencing more than you realized. Even when you doubted yourself, you were still moving forward in ways that mattered. You have felt different, and that feeling made you question yourself at times. But that difference was never a flaw. It was a sign. You were not meant to follow the same path as everyone else. Your journey required a different route, a deeper understanding, a stronger spirit. That is why things did not come easily, because you were being prepared for something greater. I see every moment you thought you were failing. I see every time you felt like giving up, but did not. I see every tear, every silent struggle, every question you asked when you felt alone. None of it was unnoticed. You were being shaped into who you are meant to be, and now you are close to seeing it clearly. Your identity is not something you have to create. It is something you have to accept. It has been there all along, waiting for you to recognize it. When you do, it will change how you walk, how you speak, how you think. You will no longer move with hesitation because you will understand that you are supported in ways you cannot see. How are people moving from financial stress to more comfortable lifestyles so quickly? A CIA-linked study suggests a simple 7-second brain ritual may influence how people respond to opportunities, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This method is helping individuals improve daily life. Many are now stepping into dream homes, upgrading to luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could be deleted at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There will be a moment very soon when something inside you clicks. It will feel like a sudden clarity, like a light turning on after a long time in the dark. In that moment, you will understand yourself in a way you never have before. That is the shock I am speaking about. It is not fear. It is awakening. And when that moment comes, you must not run from it. Do not shrink back into old thoughts or old fears. Stand in it. Accept it. Let it transform you. Because once you see your true identity, you cannot go back to being who you thought you were. You are chosen, not in a way that separates you from others, but in a way that calls you to rise into who you were created to be. There is responsibility in that, but there is also blessing. You are protected, guided, and supported even when you cannot feel it. You are never alone. Even in your quietest moments, everything is aligning for you right now. The confusion is clearing. The doubt is weakening. And the truth is becoming stronger. You are stepping into something new, something real, something powerful. And as you continue forward, you will begin to see signs that confirm what I am telling you. Do not ignore those signs. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. They are reminders, confirmation, that you are on the right path. They are pieces of a bigger picture coming together, and with each sign, your confidence will grow, your clarity will deepen, and your identity will become stronger in your awareness. There are patterns in your life that you could never fully explain. You noticed that no matter how many times you were pushed down, something inside you refused to stay there. That strength was not random. It was a reflection of your true identity. You were designed to rise. Even when everything around you suggested that you should fall, that is why you are still here, still standing, still moving forward, despite everything you faced. Type 1111 if you believe. You have also experienced moments where people misunderstood you deeply. They could not see your heart. They could not understand your intentions. And sometimes they even doubted your worth. Those experiences were painful, but they served a purpose. They separated you from needing approval from others and pushed you closer to understanding your value. Your identity was never meant to depend on how others see you. There is something within you that carries light, and that light has been affecting people even when you were not aware of it. Some felt drawn to you without knowing why. Others felt uncomfortable because your presence exposed things they were not ready to face. This is part of your identity, and it is one of the reasons your journey has felt so different. You were never meant to blend in because your purpose requires you to stand out in ways that go beyond what is visible. As this truth settles into your spirit, you may feel a mixture of emotions. There may be excitement, but also a sense of disbelief. You may wonder how you could have missed something so important about yourself. But understand this: you did not miss it. You were being prepared to receive it at the right time. Timing matters. And this is the moment when you are ready to carry this awareness without fear. The identity you are stepping into is not just about how you see yourself. It is about how you move through life from this point forward. You will begin to notice changes in your thoughts, your decisions, and your confidence. Things that once made you doubt yourself will no longer have the same power. You will start to trust yourself in a deeper way because you will know that you are guided and supported. There will also be a shift in how you respond to challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you will begin to see them as opportunities to grow and expand. This does not mean everything will become easy, but it means you will become stronger. Your identity carries resilience, and that resilience will guide you through whatever comes next. Type yes to receive miracles. You are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion. You will begin to understand why certain doors closed, why certain people left, and why certain paths did not work out. It was not rejection. It was redirection. You were being moved towards something that aligns with your true identity. And now, as you see yourself more clearly, those directions will make sense. There is also a deeper connection forming between you and me. As you accept your identity, you become more aware of my presence in your life. You will begin to notice guidance in ways you did not before. Small moments will carry meaning, and quiet thoughts will bring direction. This connection has always been there, but now you are becoming aware of it in a new way. Do not be afraid of the changes that are coming. Growth always brings change, and change can feel uncomfortable at first. But this discomfort is not a sign of something going wrong. It is a sign that you are expanding. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is stronger, and more aligned with your purpose. There will be people who do not understand this new version of you. They may try to hold you to your past, to remind you of who you used to be. But you must not let their perception limit your growth. You are not here to stay the same for the comfort of others. You are here to evolve into who you were created to be. Why are experts saying this brainwave discovery might soon be removed from the internet? A top neuroscientist has shared CIA-linked findings about a 7 second ritual that may influence financial awareness, verified by 4 neuroscience labs. This technique is helping people move toward improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But access to this information may not last long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. As you move forward, you will begin to attract different experiences into your life. Opportunities will appear that match your true identity. Connections will form with people who recognize your value. Situations will align in ways that feel almost too perfect to be coincidence. This is not luck. This is alignment. You have spent so much time questioning yourself, wondering if you were enough, wondering if you were on the right path. Those questions are starting to fade because the answers are becoming clear. You are enough. You have always been enough. And you are exactly where you need to be right now. The shock you will feel is not meant to scare you. It is meant to awaken you. It is the kind of realization that changes everything in an instant. One moment you see yourself one way, and the next moment you see yourself completely differently. That shift is powerful, and it will influence every area of your life. Hold on to this truth as you continue forward. Do not let doubt come back and take it away from you. When old thoughts try to return, remind yourself of what you now know. You are not the same person you were before this moment. You have seen something deeper, something real, something that cannot be unseen. You are stepping into your identity, and that identity carries purpose, strength, and light. It carries a calling that goes beyond what you can currently imagine. And as you continue to walk in this truth, more will be revealed to you. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not behind. You are not lost. And you are not forgotten. You are in the middle of a transformation that is leading you into a life that reflects who you truly are. Stay open. Stay grounded. And keep moving forward with confidence. There was a time when you questioned everything about yourself. You looked at your life and wondered why it did not feel aligned, why things felt out of place, why you could not fully recognize yourself in the mirror of your own experiences. That confusion was not failure. It was a signal. It was your spirit recognizing that something deeper was waiting to be uncovered. And now, you are finally stepping into that truth. Type 1010 to receive blessings. Your identity carries authority that you have not yet fully used. This is not about control over others, but about control over your own path, your own decisions, your own direction. You were not created to drift through life without purpose. You were created to move with intention, with clarity, with a sense of knowing that guides your steps. That knowing is beginning to rise within you now, and it will only grow stronger as you continue forward. There are parts of you that you once hid, parts that you thought were too much or not enough. But those very parts are connected to your true identity. What you tried to suppress is actually what makes you unique. What you tried to change is actually what sets you apart. You are not meant to reduce yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for you. You may begin to notice that certain environments no longer feel right. Places that once felt familiar may now feel restrictive. Conversations that once felt comfortable may now feel empty. This is not because something is wrong. It is because you are changing. You are outgrowing what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. This process may feel lonely at times, but understand that it is temporary. As you move further into your identity, You will begin to connect with people and experiences that match your true self. You will no longer feel like you have to explain who you are because you will be understood naturally. That is the kind of alignment that is coming into your life. Type 2222 to claim miracles. There is also a deeper level of courage rising within you. You may not even recognize it at first, but it will show itself in small ways. You will speak up when you once stayed silent. You will take steps that once felt too risky. You will trust yourself in situations where you once hesitated. This is the strength of your identity becoming active in your life. Do not be surprised if old fears try to return during this time. Growth often brings resistance, and those old patterns may try to pull you back into what feels familiar. But you must remember that familiar is not always right. You're not meant to go back to who you were before this awakening. You are meant to move forward into who you are now. You are being guided even when you cannot see the full path ahead. There will be moments when you do not have all the answers, when the next step is not completely clear, but you do not need to see everything to keep moving. Trust is what carries you forward, and your trust in me will open doors that you cannot open on your own. There is something deeply powerful about the way your true identity is being revealed. It is not happening through pressure or haste, and it is not something anyone can take from you. What I am building within you is lasting. It is steady, unshakable, and founded on truth. Because it is rooted in truth, it cannot be undone by fear, doubt, or the opinions of others. That is why the transformation taking place in your life will continue to grow stronger with every season. You are beginning to view yourself differently. Instead of seeing only what you believe is lacking, your eyes are opening to the gifts that have always been within you. You are recognizing your courage, your endurance, and the strength that has carried you through every challenge. As this understanding deepens, confidence will no longer be something you chase. It will become a natural expression of knowing who you are. Many people are talking about a simple 7-second practice inspired by research into brainwave activity that some sources associate with former CIA studies. According to supporters, and with findings referenced from 4 neuroscience laboratories, the method encourages healthier financial thinking and greater awareness of opportunities. Some participants report moving beyond financial stress, purchasing beautiful homes, driving luxury vehicles, and enjoying dream vacations. If you would like to explore more before the information is no longer available, visit the link in the description and pinned comment. This journey is not about becoming a different person. It is about uncovering the person I created you to be from the very beginning. You are not losing yourself as you move forward. You are discovering your authentic identity. Every false belief that falls away reveals another part of the truth that has been waiting beneath the surface all along. There is a reason this season feels unlike any other you have experienced. It is not simply another chapter in your life. It is a defining moment. It marks the place where clarity begins to replace confusion, where purpose becomes stronger than uncertainty, and where you stop measuring your value by the world's standards. Instead, you begin living with the quiet confidence that comes from embracing the worth I placed within you long before anyone else recognized it. You will begin to notice how your decisions change. You will choose differently, speak differently, respond differently, not because you are trying to, but because your identity is guiding you. What once felt difficult will begin to feel natural. What once felt unclear will begin to feel obvious. Do not rush this process. Let it unfold in its own time. Growth is not something that needs to be forced. It is something that needs to be allowed. The more you accept who you are, the more your identity will express itself in your life, and the more it expresses itself, the more everything around you will begin to align. You are stepping into a life that reflects your truth. You are moving into a space where you no longer have to pretend or hide. You are becoming comfortable in your own presence, confident in your own voice, secure in your own path. This is what it means to live from your true identity. And as you continue forward, you will realize that the shock you once felt is turning into clarity. What once seemed unbelievable is becoming your reality. What once felt distant is now within your reach. You are not the same person you were before, and you will never be that person again. There were times when you felt like you were living someone else's life, following paths that did not truly belong to you. You tried to fit into expectations, to meet standards that were never meant for your spirit. That created a quiet frustration inside you, a feeling that something was missing even when things looked fine on the outside. That feeling was not weakness. It was truth pressing against limits that could not hold you forever. Now those limits are breaking, and you are stepping into your own space. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. As your identity becomes clearer, you will begin to notice how your energy changes. You will not feel as drained by things that once exhausted you. You will not feel as confused by situations that once overwhelmed you. Instead, there will be a steadiness inside you, a calm strength that does not need to prove itself. This is what happens when you align with who you truly are. You may also start to see through things more easily. Situations that once seemed complicated will become simple to understand. People's intentions will become clearer without you having to search for answers. This is not coincidence. It is awareness. Your identity carries discernment, and that discernment is becoming active in your life. There is also a shift happening in your boundaries. You are no longer willing to accept what does not respect your worth. You are no longer willing to stay silent when something does not feel right. This is not you becoming difficult. This is you becoming aligned. You are learning to protect your energy, your peace, and your direction. Type 222 to claim miracles. You may feel moments where you look back at your past and see it differently. Things that once felt like failures will begin to make sense as preparation. You will see how every experience added something to you even when it hurt. You will understand that nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Everything played a role in shaping who you are now. This understanding will bring a sense of peace that you did not have before. You will stop fighting your past and start accepting it as part of your story. You will stop wishing things had been different and start seeing how they led you here. This is healing, and it is connected to your identity. When you know who you are, you no longer need to reject where you came from. There is a power in you that is becoming more visible, not just to you, but to others as well. People will begin to notice something different about you. They may not be able to explain it, but they will feel it. Your presence will carry confidence, clarity, and a quiet strength that speaks without words. This is your identity expressing itself naturally. You are also stepping into a deeper level of responsibility. When you know who you are, you cannot live carelessly. You begin to move with intention, making choices that align with your truth. This does not mean you will be perfect, but it means you will be aware, and that awareness will guide you toward better decisions. There may be moments when this new awareness feels overwhelming. You may feel like you are seeing too much, understanding too much, feeling too deeply. But do not be afraid of that. Depth is part of your identity. You were never meant to live on the surface. You were meant to understand life in a deeper way. As you continue forward, you will begin to trust your inner voice more. That quiet sense of knowing inside you will become clearer and stronger. You will learn to listen to it, to follow it, to rely on it. This is not you being alone. This is you being connected. I am guiding you through that voice, even when you do not realize it. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This seconde technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are also being prepared for opportunities that require this level of awareness. There are things coming into your life that need you to be clear, grounded, and confident in who you are. If you were still unsure of yourself, you might miss them or walk away from them. But now, you are becoming ready to receive what is meant for you. There is a difference between wanting something and being ready for it. You have wanted many things in your life, but now you are becoming ready. Your identity is aligning with your desires, and that alignment is what allows things to come into your life in the right way. This is why timing matters so much. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not missing out. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment. Everything is unfolding in a way that matches your growth. And as you continue to grow, more will unfold. Do not compare your journey to anyone else. Their path is not your path, and their timing is not your timing. What you are experiencing is unique to you because your identity is unique. You are not meant to follow someone else's steps. You are meant to walk your own. There is something beautiful about the way you are becoming yourself. It is not forced. It is not rushed. It is not artificial. It is natural, steady, and real. It is the kind of growth that lasts, the kind that cannot be taken away. And as you continue to move forward, you will realize that the shock you once felt is now turning into confidence. What once felt unbelievable is now becoming your truth. What once felt distant is now becoming your reality. You are now standing in a place where the old version of you can no longer fully exist. It may still try to speak. It may still try to remind you of your past fears. But it no longer has the same authority over you. Something stronger has taken its place. Something clearer. Something rooted in truth. This is what it means to awaken to your identity. It is not loud or forced, but it is undeniable once you feel it. There is a quiet confidence beginning to settle inside you. It does not need attention. It does not need validation. It simply exists. This confidence comes from knowing, not guessing. You are no longer trying to figure out if you are enough. You are beginning to understand that you always were. That realization alone is enough to change how you walk through every situation in your life. Type 777 to affirm your belief. You may begin to notice that you are less affected by opinions that once carried weight. Words that once made you doubt yourself will now pass without leaving a mark. This is not because people have changed. It is because you have. Your identity is no longer shaped by external voices. It is anchored in something deeper, something unshakable. There is also a new level of patience growing within you. You are no longer rushing to prove anything or to reach a destination quickly. You understand that what is meant for you will come in its own time. This patience is not weakness. It is strength. It shows that you trust the process, and more importantly, you trust me. You are learning to stand in your truth, even when it feels uncomfortable. There may be moments when speaking or acting in alignment with your identity feels challenging, but each time you choose truth over fear, you become stronger. Each time you choose alignment over comfort, you move closer to your purpose. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is a deeper peace entering your life, one that is not dependent on circumstances. Even when things around you are uncertain, you will feel a sense of stability within. This peace is a sign that you are aligned. It is a sign that you are no longer fighting against yourself. You are moving with your identity, not against it. You may also notice that your desires are changing. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same value. And things that you once overlooked may now feel significant. This shift is natural. Your identity is guiding you toward what truly matters and away from what does not serve you. There is a clarity coming into your decisions. You will not feel as torn between options as you once did. You will begin to know what feels right and what does not. This knowing will not always come with explanations, but it will be strong and clear. Trust it. It is part of your identity guiding you. You are also becoming more aware of your impact on others. Your words, your actions, your presence carry weight. You may not have realized it before, but people are affected by you more than you know. This is not something to fear. It is something to understand. Your identity includes influence, and that influence must be used with care. There will be moments when you are called to step forward, to take action, to lead in ways you have never done before. These moments may feel unfamiliar, but they are not beyond you. They are aligned with who you are becoming. When they come, do not hesitate. Step into them with confidence. At the same time, there will be moments when you are called to step back, to observe, to wait. Not every situation requires action. Some require patience, wisdom, and timing. Your identity includes knowing the difference. As you continue to grow, this understanding will become clearer. You are entering a balance that you did not have before. A balance between action and stillness, between strength and gentleness, between confidence and humility. This balance is part of your identity, and it allows you to move through life with grace and power at the same time. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many people say this simple 7-second practice has helped them move beyond financial pressure and build more comfortable lives. Some describe purchasing beautiful homes, driving luxury vehicles, and finally enjoying the vacations they once only imagined. If you want to learn more, be sure to visit the link in the description and pinned comment before the information is no longer available. As you continue moving forward, never forget this truth. Your identity is not something the world can give, and it is not something the world can take away. It does not depend on your circumstances, the opinions of others, or the situations you encounter. It was established long before any of those things, and it remains secure regardless of what changes around you. There will still be challenges ahead, but you will meet them as a different person. You will no longer face them with the uncertainty that once held you back. You will confront them with the confidence that comes from knowing who you are and whose purpose you carry. That understanding changes everything. The obstacles that once appeared impossible will no longer have the same power over you. Difficulties that once stopped your progress will become opportunities for growth. Every challenge will strengthen your faith instead of weakening your resolve. Because you will approach them from a place of confidence rather than fear, you will also notice a deeper gratitude taking root within your heart. Simple moments that once passed unnoticed will begin to carry new meaning. You will discover joy in ordinary blessings and recognize beauty in places you once overlooked. This gratitude is not something you will have to force. It will naturally grow as your heart becomes more closely aligned with the truth of who you are. As your understanding continues to deepen, you will begin to see your life through a different perspective. Events that once seemed unrelated will reveal a greater purpose. You will recognize that every season, every lesson, and every unexpected turn has been connected as part of a much larger story I have been writing from the beginning. Nothing has been without meaning. Even the smallest moments have carried purpose, preparing you for where you stand today. You are no longer searching for your identity because you are beginning to live from it. That changes the way you see yourself, the way you treat others, and the way you approach every opportunity before you. When you walk in the confidence of who I created you to be, your future is no longer driven by uncertainty. It is guided by purpose, peace, and the assurance that you are exactly where you are meant to be,